Luego sin random. Y vamos a buscar a los que están jugando la partida esa todo el rato. Que no sabía yo cómo dar. A lo mejor con el dado muerto consigo que jueguen y ganan la partida y me dan el hilo azul. A ver. A ver. He hecho una partida, a ver.
We got all the cheating out of our system now, so we're good.
Claro, parece divertido.
That's the spirit. Okay, so you know how to play kazoo, so we'll just jump right into it. I'll roll the dice and kazoo.
Achis.
Ha! Imagine a game that simple. Okay, your turn.
Your own rigged dice, you mean? No, you're gonna roll one of our wee little dice, thank you very much.
Bold.
I love it! Which means I can now roll a...
Yugazak.
Dang, you're out, lady.
Horrible stratagem.
Top 10 best worst stratagems ever, honestly. Phooey. Thanks for the game.
No, este no le pillo yo. A ver. Ay, sí, están hablando conmigo, todo el rato. El tríope no me va a decir nada. Este tampoco, ¿no? Vale.
I've never been to the Soothsayer District. People disappear.
A lo mejor... No, tengo 0. Apostar aquí, no. Tiene que... Alguien que quiera un dado. Hay un cartel. ¿Qué hacen mirando, señor? Dame el cartel, anda. 5 de 5. Este generoso elixir de vida le devuelve a Park cierta cantidad de salud. Sabe a arándanos. Creo que ya se había un señor que había perdido un dado, me parece, también. Entonces, si le encuentro al señor... no, porque no me cantes. Oh, fortuna. ¿Aquí? No, aquí no puede ser. No, no es aquí. El grande... Aquel que estaba en una esquina. Pero... ¿en qué esquina? ¿De dónde? Los niños tampoco... Aquí hay un señor, aquí. A ver, este señor. Pues el de la carta.
Have you won the fight?
Ah, has ganado la batalla. Pues sí.
And you're here, and you're alive, so clearly you won the fight, which is incredible. The Queen's reaction when she finds out, oh, this brings a huge smile to my face. How do you do it? Oh no. No. My poor little girl. I should have been there for you.
No querría... Ah.
She wouldn't. But that doesn't mean I can stop. I should have been more like her. I'm going to bury her. I'm going to give her peace. And then I'm going to make peace with my own past too, you know. I can't forgive myself for my mistakes, but I can learn from them. That's what she would have wanted. Not for me to be sad, but to celebrate our friendship, to celebrate what it stood for. Here, I want you to have this. A friendship bracelet that QB made for me once. I think she would have wanted you to have it. I don't need blue thread to remind me of what we shared. She lives in me now, and if I could give you some advice... The bond you and your dice share, it's important, and the friendship will define both your lives. Don't let anyone keep you apart. You belong together.
Stephen had brought closure to the old dice wielder, and in doing so, given him new motivation for his future. The blue thread in her hand seemed to pulsate with warm magic. It was oddly comforting, actually.
Historias para no dormir. Ah, bueno, la historia de dado, vale. Ya tenemos el hilo morado. Es la pulsera que le regaló el dado al señor. Ah, listo. No creo que lo corte ahí. A ver, ahora tengo que ir... Sí, que esto está lleno. Que había otro. Por aquí, calle Cuatro Santos. Uy, no tiene buena pinta aquello. Ah, pues no sé dónde voy. Aquí me encierran y me matan. Vale. ¡Ay! Sí. Mazmorra de Villa 4. ¿Cómo que mazmorra? Tengo una historia de fantasmas. Corre, par. Tengo una historia de fantasmas y monedas. Monedas. No tengo. Tengo una historia, señor.
An ancient class of warriors. Tell me more. Is there a ghost in it? Interesting. Fascinating. Not a physical ghost, but the ghosts of tomorrow. Or of all your regrets haunting you better than even a dozen ghosts could. Yes! Oh, by the makers, that's terrifying. A life of sleepless nights, regretting one single mistake. I love it. So it is, so it is. And honestly, I was expecting more of like, you know, vengeful, horrific stories. What you've told me are just, well, they're kind of sad, or moving, or stories that remind us there are things we may never understand, and And like all stories, there's a joy in telling them. A joy in being alive and being reminded of that. Thanks, kiddo.
A ver, ¿qué me da? Monedas. Ah, la carta del martillo doble. Vale. Bueno, la tengo para una carta, me parece. Ay, ¿le compro sin querer? Pues sí. ¿Cuántas me quedan? Pocas. Coleccionista de cartas. Voy a llevar los hilos. Esto sigue sin saber por qué leches no consigo que jugar la partida aquí. Por aquí. ¿Otra vez? Hola, señor. Hola, jarapa.
Ah, you've returned, young one. How does fate find you today?
Ya tengo los 3 hilos.
Let me see, young one. Ah, the purple thread from your enemy. You have a dice, and you have to decide what you'll do with that power. And you saved someone who'd done you harm, didn't you? Oh, it seems to me, at least in that moment, you thought everyone might deserve a second chance. And this blue thread from the two friends. Not a happy story there, with a friendship and a dice both dead. But there's some joy in it, too, isn't there? The old dice wielder made peace with his past, and in doing so, found a new motivation for the present. And this red thread from the woman in love. One can never fully depend on someone for one's own happiness. Isn't that true? We can't lose ourselves in someone else. We have to be our own people, no matter how much we idolize someone. Well, enough of that. Let's see what happens when these threads combine. Ooh.
A ver qué pasa.
Ah, look at that. How beautiful it is when the weave comes together. You're a long way from one town, young one. You are lost, but you haven't realized yet that your story goes on whether you care or not.
Look, I'm glad you like the rug. I'm really just looking for someone named Uma.
If you are so certain that is what you want, look here. Closer.
But it's just a rug. I don't see anything.
Sometimes to see things as they truly are, we must look within.
El azar me confunde. Las catacumbas. Catacumbas. A ver.
Long ago, in the land of Random, there was a wonderful witch and a terrible queen. And everyone had a dice with which they could control their destinies. The witch, with her magical dots, gave every dice tremendous power. It was chaotic, but fair. Horrible, but beautiful. It was life. But sometimes there were disasters. One day, a new queen came to power, and she decreed her dice should be the only one. The queen hunted down all the dice in random, tearing them from their wielders. It was a war, and she won. But still she was not satisfied. She turned against the witch. So desperate was this queen to find and control the secret valley from which all dice came. The queen destroyed Thorberg, searching for her, but the wonderful witch was clever, and she escaped to her dice's valley, shrouding her way behind her. To this day, the witch stays hidden, and the queen searches for any sign of her, for they both know she will one day return and help the dice wielders do the same.
I'm sure you have many questions. It seems to me you've already got help. Your friend there. It's good to see you again. Indeed. In the before times, I produced the pips for the dice of old. Every dot on them came from me, and it gave them great power. There were many of us then. The Queen killed us all except me, because I hid for years, decades. And now you dare to disturb me. Did I? You are worthy of keeping some of my children. That's you, Dicey. If only to cause that horrible queen some headache. She hates that there's another dice in random, and I love it. Only if you believe her to be. What is it you want? You are like a dot on a dice, only a small part of the larger whole. You've been having dreams, even, but they only show you part of the future. Dreams and destiny are woven together, but all is not as it seems. The last dice has not yet been rolled. You are lost here, lost in random, but a fact remains. Sometimes you have to lose your way in order to find your way.
Vale.
I will give you the dots you and Dicey need. Your eyes are closing.
4.
Thank you, Uma.
Puntos de dados. Llévaselos a Tríope para que pueda mejorar tu amigo a 5 puntos. Mano rápida. Cada cristal aumenta su valor y reciben las cartas más rápido. Dura 60 segundos. A ver. Voy a llevárselo a Tríope. Pero que esto que es... Qué vengativos todos. Era querido. Ay, cómo se va. Ahora te lanza 3 veces seguidas. Cosas. Por favor, tira. Ahora me pueden salir 5, ¿no? 4. 3 y una 4. Dame otra carta. Más vida. Ahora necesito 5. Pues toma 6. Vida. Tira. Y armamento pesado. Me voy a poner detrás. Ah, que el otro ya ha muerto. Me estáis hinchando. ¡No! ¡Ahí va! Que se va. A ver, dame otra. 3. Si le pongo esta va a huir porque ya me la he hecho. 3 y 4, ¿no? 3 y 1, 4. ¿Dónde está? 3, ¿no? 1, 2 y mi gozo en un pozo. Me falta una. Coge esa. ¿Esto qué es? Sí, una tirada de 1. Venga ya, hombre, vete ya por ahí a dar un paseo. 0. 0. A ver si estos me dejan en paz. No veo nada. Todo 5, 3, va, 1. Pero ¿cómo que 1? 3. Una de vida. Nada, mierda para mí. Una de vida. Nada, mierda para mí. Pues flechas. Ay, se me duerme la mano. Flechas, voy a coger flechas. Bien, 4. Sí, pero ahora tengo una mierda de cartas. 3. Lo sabía. 6. 3. Vida es vida. 3 y 3. 3, 4, 5. Tengo 20. Estos sí los paro. Dame vida, por favor. Otra de ficha. Alma. No. Solo tengo una. ¿Cuál me guardo para luego? Un arma. ¡Ay, no! Que tengo flechas. Me quedan 3 flechas, ¿verdad? Una. Estoy llorando por vida. Todas que cuesten 0. Así me gusta. Este te lo pongo aquí. Las arcoflechas para mí. La espada para mí. Esta me la guardo por si acaso. ¡Eh! 210 monedas. Madre mía, la que hemos liado aquí.
Which is great because, quite frankly, I find this whole town to be unsettling and unpredictable.
Por aquí.
That's right. Even narrators have opinions sometimes.
You'll like it. Home's not like this. The people there, they haven't lost hope. At least, I never noticed if they had.
Oh, you're here! You're safe! Oh, I'm so relieved. Of that, I have no doubt. It's usually a 50-50 chance Uma eats a visitor. She must have seen something in you she liked more than just the marrow in your bones. And you've got the pips! Oh, with this, I can give Dicey a mighty 5. All you need to enter that final arena to battle the foreman and his high rolls. Are you ready? Before you answer, know that things might get, dicey? As soon as you have a 5, there'll be no going back. So you tell me, kid, do we do this or no?
Es que lo del dado no sé cómo hacerlo. Vamos a por ello.
High 5. Okay, just gotta add the pips. Easy. Easy. And...
Read it and weep, slime face. And that entitles me to a gamble. I lose, you get my 5.
Oh,
If I win, I get Bruno bets.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the little girl. She wants to gamble. She thinks all she needs is a dice to beat me. I had a nightmare last night. I lost a bet, but when I woke up, I knew that was impossible because the high roller never loses.
ah.
I won't have mercy on you this time.
Ay, porque ya están.
My full, unstoppable wars. Insolence.
Salió otro. Ay, que no tengo. Otro.
This is what happens when you step on a line. I'm miserable.
Más fácil dar a estos.
This is the last time it will excuse or shut away. You're going.
Lo he pesado. A ver, dame una más. Tiempo. 5, he sacado un 5. ¡5! Pues que todas cuesten menos, ¿no? La vida la tengo que usar. El tiempo también y ese también. Esta ya, si saco 5. Bueno, vamos a ver.
That five's going to change a lot of things around here, especially when I force those.
1. Era probable. Mira. No mal que me he guardado esta. 3. Oh, esto es magnífico. La vida para luego. Arco regulador. A ver, ¿hay alguno cerca?
Why don't you just give up? I might even forgive you.
Una tirada de 1 otra vez. Joder. Macho, ¿verdad? A ver. Todos lejos. 3. Ya no tengo bombas. 3, 2, 3. Vida. Solo tengo una carta. No más. ¿Qué va? ¿Quién está disparando todavía? Es que hay uno en cada esquina, ¿no? Allí no hay nadie. Vamos a ver aquí, desde aquí. 3. Esta dame una más. Vale. Entonces. 5. 3, 4 y 5. Esta para luego. Primero la vida, pues si me equivoco. Vamos a poner aquí. ¿Cuál tiene más vida? No sé. 3, 0. Ya me la sigo guardando. Esto lo voy a poner aquí también. Ahí. No, eso no, aquí.
The end? No, far from it.
Sí, vas a cambiar de baraja.